What is going on in the Premier League right now? There have been a lot of things you haven't expected to happen that did happen and is just absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, if you were to bet on things that happened during the season, none of the following would be on your parlay. But enough of that. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. We are so close to 100 subs, so if you could just hit the big red button, thank you. And let's get right into it. To start, Nottingham Forest are somehow in 5th place right now. I mean, what? How is this possible? Chris Wood is on the run of his life as he scored 8 goals in 5 games and is just behind Erling Haaland in the Golden Boot race. In fact, he's so good that he won October's Player of the Month. This is a team that received a points deduction for breaching profit and sustainability rules and sold local hero Brennan Johnson to Spurs, but they did get Elliot Anderson from Newcastle United, who are also facing their own financial problems, and it's safe to say he's one of Forest's best players so far. Speaking about defense, the guy behind it all, it's Matt Sells, who's managed to keep 4 clean sheets out of 9 games. Pretty good for a guy who didn't play in the Euros and was second fiddle to Matt Turner last year. Behind all of this progress is manager Nuno Espirito Santo, who many thought would be one of the first managers on the chopping block. Nobody was expecting much from him after he got the Spurs and the Saudi League sack. I cannot believe I picked this team to barely escape relegation because, well, that's where they finished last season. And I initially thought since they spent the last 3 years around that area, I might as well play it safe and put them there for my predictions again. I know damn well you were flabbergasted when they beat Liverpool and tied Chelsea, and this year Chelsea is not like last year's. I was also surprised to see them do well so far. Will Nottingham Forest keep up the good work, or is it just a fad and they'll be back to the bottom half? Now, speaking about teams that aren't doing so well, we have Manchester City, record-breaking 4-peat title winners aiming for a 5th this year, but their recent performances say otherwise as they stray further away from the top of the table by 5 points. The last 4 fixtures that Manchester City played before the international break all ended up in losses, with 2 of them being in the Premier League against Bournemouth and Brighton, and the other being a 2-1 defeat against Tottenham Hotspur in the EFL Cup and a 4-1 thrashing by Victor Gyökeres and Sporting in the Champions League. I mean, if we're talking Premier League wise, those defeats really shouldn't have happened, as these are 2 mid-table teams that City can beat any other day of the week. I'll keep it a buck with you. This is Pep Guardiola's first time losing 4 games in a row ever since he joined the club. Now, in order to find a solution to this slump, we've really got to stop and analyze where it all went wrong. Many Manchester City fans believe that they have reached this level of vulnerability due to the loss of their star player Rodri, who's out with a knee injury for the entire season. That is really bad news, as he is one of City's most dominant players and a vital part of why City is so good. City's current form just emphasizes even more that Rodri deserved his Ballon d'Or, because without him, they are one big disorganized mess of a team, and it shows on the pitch. Other significant injuries include Manuel Akanji, Mateus Nunes, Oscar Bob, and Jeremy Doku. That kinda sucks, as now there are only 13 senior players fit, with academy players needing to be called up. On the bright side, star midfielder Kevin De Bruyne is on his way back, so maybe more scoring opportunities will be made, leading to better results. And if none of their forwards can finish, enter Josko Gvardiol. 3 goals as a center back already is just mad. Despite the problems with City I've mentioned, I think City will bounce back and go on a pretty long win streak. Maybe their next 5 fixtures against Spurs, Liverpool, Forest, Palace, and Man United prove otherwise, as they're actually good this season. But surely they won't lose all of their games. City are still winning the league. Remember how last season Arsenal bottled it near the end of the season against, I think it was Crystal Palace or Aston Villa? Maybe that's going to happen to Liverpool, who knows? What's next now? Maybe a few transfers in January to add more depth? A replacement for Rodri is definitely needed, so who do you think would be a good replacement? Comment down below. Now, saving the best news for last, we need to talk about David Coote. For those who don't know, on November 11th, Premier League referee David Coote was caught saying some not nice things about Liverpool and former manager Jurgen Klopp. Just watch this.
So what did you think of the Liverpool game earlier when you were 4th official?
Liverpool was shit.
What do you think of Jurgen Klopp?
Cunt, absolutely.
What would you say? Why would you say that Jurgen Klopp was a cunt?
Aside from having the right pop at me when I ref them against Burnley in lockdown, then he accused me of lying, and then just had a right fucking pop at me. And I've got no interest in speaking to someone who's fucking arrogant. So I do my best not to speak to him. Milner's all right. I get on with so
James Milner. You get on with James Milner.
you can see me there with mask on.
Yeah.
You can,
Mask on, obviously.
Yeah. COVID, got to be done. Social distancing, right? We're 2 meters apart.
We have to social distance.
Yeah. So, but oh my god, German cunt, fuck me.
Long story short, Jurgen Klopp's a cunt. Liverpool are all fucking bellends, and we hate Scousers.
Right. Like, just to be clear, that fucking last video can't go anywhere. Seriously.
He's a Premier League referee. Let's not fucking ruin his career. Like, let's face it.
Now, I have no idea what the context behind this video is. I'm assuming he's drunk or high, possibly both, and he wasn't thinking straight, not like the refs do when they're sober anyways. But this is definitely not a good look for him. It looks like he has some kind of vendetta against the Reds, and as an official, you're simply there to enforce the laws of the game and not really have any kind of bias or personality. This is literally his friend that leaked the video, after he specifically said,
Right, like, just to be clear, that fucking last video can't go anywhere.
as of today, Coote has been suspended from officiating duties pending an investigation, but I feel this will be the end of him in the refereeing world. If that video wasn't enough, there have also been rumors about him trying to organize a drug party and sniffing lines of cocaine. Now, forget about me saying maybe his career is over. No, his career is definitely over. This guy needs to change his name. He cannot get a job anywhere, bro. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we're definitely witnessing the Conor McGregor of football reffing here. Controversial Liverpool games he took part in as a ref/VAR official include against Everton in the 2021 season with an absolute horror tackle from Jordan Pickford, which wasn't given as a red. I guess making Virgil van Dijk need to get a new ACL doesn't warrant for any punishment. Another game just last December against Arsenal with a Martin Odegaard handball that should have been given as a pen for Liverpool, which was overturned by the big man himself, you know who. And finally, against Man United in the 1920 season, where a Marcus Rashford goal shouldn't have been awarded as Divock Origi was fouled in the build-up. It's safe to say that Coote has been in games that caused Liverpool points via VAR reviews alone. I don't know if this exists, but there should definitely be a system where you can't be a part of the officiating staff in a game with your favorite team or the main rivals of your favorite team. I know I probably couldn't go officiate under these conditions. I can only imagine myself giving red cards to everybody on Man United for absolutely no reason. Is it right? No. Will it make me happy? Definitely. Amid the David Coote controversy, this got me thinking, have there been any other refs or VAR officials that have been bad-mouthing other managers or teams, costing them points? I have no idea, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone got a big payday to fumble a game, just like our good old friend David Coote. I'm not gonna lie, the Premier League just got 10 times more entertaining with this referee scandal and the title race heating up like never before. Forest are in 5th place. Nobody thought this would happen. That is going to do it for this video today. Let me know if I missed anything that wasn't supposed to happen in this Premier League season. I'm sure I've missed many things. Maybe I'll make a part 2 using comments on this video. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So yeah, have a good day, and peace.